Uh, 2014, I believe. Actually, I have it written on my hand. Ah, I washed my hands since then. 2014. All right, guys, quick one, all right? Kevin takes a penalty. What's the probability he doesn't score? All right, that's easy, right? No bother. Kevin takes 2 penalties. What's the probability he scores both? No, if you add, you don't add them together. If one thing happens and another thing needs to happen, you multiply. So what's 3/4 with 3/4? Multiply that is that 9/16. Okay. So once again, so far so good. Now, Kevin takes 3 penalties. What's the probability he scores exactly twice? All right, let's do goal and no goal. Ready? Goal, goal, no goal. Does that qualify?
Yes.
Goal, no goal, goal. Does that qualify?
Yes.
And then finally, no goal, goal, goal. Now, how would you do that, probability wise? Let's do the first one first. What do you think the first one is? What's goal? What's your probability of scoring a goal? 3/4. What's your probability of scoring another goal? 3/4. What's your probability of scoring your last goal? Awesome, right? Now, what are you going to know about the other 2? There's 2 more of them to do. Do you understand why there's 2 more of them to do? What's the reason? Huh? Yeah. So, what about the next one? Goal is next one. Yeah. And then finally, yeah, grant. 3/4, 3/4. But guys, you put all that into the calculator and it should work out nicely. Now, what you notice is that it's actually the same thing 3 times, isn't it? It's actually the same thing 3 times. So if you just do 3/4 multiply by 3/4 multiply by 1/4, and then just multiply that answer by 3, you should be good to go. So there's one answer, multiply by 3. The answer is 27 out of 64. Is that alright with you guys? Now, so once again, would you have gotten that right in the exam so far?
No.
Some is would, some is wouldn't, right?
Yes, sir. How did you just add up?
See, this is a and means multiply or means addition. So in this case, I could do goal, goal, no goal, or I can do goal, no goal, goal, or I can use no goal, goal, goal. Because it's an or situation, it's addition. But goal, goal, no goal means goal and another goal and a no goal. That's why I'm multiplying here, but I'm adding there. All right, that's the difference. The and or rule. Okay. Now go to D. There's a D, right? Kevin takes 5 penalties. What's the probability that he scores for the first time on his 5th penalty? First time on his 5th penalty, lads. What does that mean? What's your current situation? Let's use the NG method. What's your current situation? No, and go. So what would that be? You do quarter to the power 4 if you want, and then at the end, all right, and you multiply all them out, and you get what's a 4 to the power 5, which is over 1024. All right. Huh? He takes 5 penalties, yeah. 4 to the power 5.
Because he takes 5 penalties.
Oh, are you talking about kind of not do? Sorry, I'll pause it for a second. All right. Sorry, I'm not now for you. Okay. If he takes, so if Kevin takes 4 penalties, sorry, if Kevin takes 5 penalties, 5 penalties. Okay. What's the probability he at least scores one or more? Now, here's what you could do. You could get the probability of scoring 1, and you could go through no goal, no goal, no goal, goal, no goal, no goal, no goal, goal, no goal, no goal. It's already too much work, isn't it? You'd have to do that for 1, then you'd have to do it for two no goals. And you have to go through all that. That's way too much work. It's way too difficult. There's another way around doing it. Why don't you do 1 takeaway, he didn't score at all. 1 minus the probability he didn't score at all. Because when he doesn't score at all, that's the only time he doesn't score at least 1. So how would you get the probability that he doesn't score at all? Over 5 penalties. So what you're looking for is n, 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 n. He doesn't score at all. What would the answer for that be? 1/4 to the power of? How many of them is there? A quarter multiplied by itself, which is 1 over 1024. So what's your probability that you at least score 1 goal then? 1 take away the probability that you score no goals. So for argument's sake, if I say you have a 10% chance of scoring no goals, what's your probability of scoring 1 or more goals? 90%. Do you get what I'm saying? So you take away your probability of scoring no goals, and I think that is going to tell me it's 1023 over 1024. A guy who scores 3/4 of his penalties is likely to score 1 or more out of 5 penalties. Would you agree with that? That's why it's such a high percentage. I think it's like 99.9%. You score 3/4 of your penalties, you get 5 attempts at the penalty. The likelihood that you score 1 or more is very, very, very high. Is that right? Alright, Simon, you can go now if you want. Alright, we did this yesterday, didn't we? The sequences and series. On your sequences and series test, there is both a linear and a quadratic. Both styles are coming up in the one exam. So you're going to have to be familiar with both styles. Yesterday we did a linear. The linear is where the gap is the same. It's 250 every time. Okay? And what's that then? Minus 3,500, 3,000 and 2,750. And what we learned yesterday was that when you do the TN formula, this only works for linears, lads. Won't work for quadratic. This one is. The quadratic isn't. Okay. So what's the A value? We did it yesterday. A value is your starting off value, minus 4,000. And your D value. Now, in the test, it might say Tn equals Pn plus Q. Just ignore that for a minute and just do your standard formula. And I'll explain what the Pn plus Q means in a second. Does everybody get that? Okay, we multiply by 250 and we get 250n minus 250. And then what do we get here? 250 plus. Okay, so I'll just rearrange that. 250n minus 4,250. In this case, P would be what number? That's P would be 250. And Q would be minus 4,250. Is that okay with you guys? Awesome. All right. Now, month, how much profit are making? Okay, we got this. Now, what profit does the company make in January 2018? Month 25. Is that Tn equals 25 or is it T25 you're looking for? T25, you got it? So T25, Tn25 will be what month did you make €25 in? Well, T25 is how much did you make in your 25th month. Is that alright? So month 25, that's month 1. So just replace it with 25. So what was our formula again, Daniel? 250n minus 4250. And you subbed in 25. And what you get? 6,230. 50 minus. What's your profit? 3,000? 2,000. Sorry, Daniel. Alright, let's move on. We're nearly there. I'm on through it. night before the maths exam, go through this again, okay? Please do. Yeah. Which fraction one? That's the only real one I found without diving into maths. That exact question isn't coming up, it's a different one. You can find them in the, yeah, I'm going for maths. That's not how I made the test. I looked through study clicks, that was the one I found. I'd do that one again, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Huh? 1 sec, James. Okay. I just need to do the SN with you. It's important. Okay, before you go. Alright guys, when does the company break zero profit? Is that T0 or TN equals 0? TN equals 0, because the money is 0, okay? Which month did you do it? Okay, so what's it? 250M. Actually, go now, James. This one's easy. Get you back in a second. Equals 0. Move that over the other side. Huh? On the 17th month is when you start break even. You no longer lose money. Yes? 2019, no? Yeah, we would have done it yesterday. Now, can anybody tell me the difference between SM and TN? Okay, let's find out. See these numbers here? Okay. Now, pretty important you know the difference between the two of these, okay? And once again, in the sequencing series part of your exam, it's going to be sorry, which part am I on? Yeah, I'm on this part here, okay? So, all right, here's the deal. TN only tells you how much you lost per month or made per month. So example is, what does T3 equals minus 3,500 mean? On the third month, your company lost 3,500. Can anybody tell me what S3 would be? Got to add it all together. Have to add the first three together. By the end of 3 months, you've lost 11,250. Does everybody now get the difference between S3 and T3? Now, if I asked you how much you lost after 25 months, are you going to add up all 25 numbers together? No, we're going to use a generalized formula to do that for us. Okay, so here's what you do is you go to your notes. So does everybody now understand the difference between SN and TN? Right. Now what you do is you go to your notes and you look for SN. Yes. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. All right. So Sn is n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d. All right. What's your a value again? A value? Minus 4,000. D value? 250. All right. Let's lob it in here. N over 2. Not yet. I'm looking for the general term. Okay. All right, guys. What's 2 times a? 2 times a? Minus 8,000. D is 250. Multiply n by 250 and? Huh? Yes, that formula is, yeah. It's under sequences and series. Now, we're going to get n over 2 into, what's that, 250n. Take away. No, 8,250. Now, your calculator will work here. Calculator will do stuff for you here. But you should be able to divide by 2 and multiply it by n. What happens when you divide by 2? 125 and, what's that, 4,100 and? Then multiply n by n squared and n. Alright, there is a way of checking your answer. Anybody know how to check the answer? Slip that in, right? Now, when you sub it into your table function, and this will take a couple of seconds, you do 125x squared minus 1245x. Then you do start at 1, end at 5 for argument's sake. Now, what you're going to do is you're just going to check your answer here with the numbers we have at the top. How much did we lose on month 1? No, look, it's here. We lost 4,000. Great, that's also 4,000. The next answer is 7,750. Where did they get that from? The first 2 months added together. Do we know our formula is perfect? We do. Because we checked it that the first 2 months add up to S2. Now we're dead certain that we're correct. Now we can move on to the next part. How much money would the company have made after month 37? That SN equals 37, or is it S37 you're looking for? S37. So you get your formula that we had in the last part. I believe it was this, and you simply sub in 37, and you should get your answer outright. If somebody could do that, that'd be amazing. Keep us moving.
How did you choose the
The A and D, same as the original. We're still on the same question we started off with. Part A. So I actually copy and paste part A. That's copy and paste from part A onto part 5.
And oh, I see. Okay.
So I'm still using the same values we had at the very beginning. What's the answer? 18,000? Alright, great. Alright, next thing. I'm not drawing this out. Just time we don't have. Does everybody get that's a 2x2 box? That's a 3x3 box. That's a 4x4 box. What's your next one going to look like? It's going to be a 5x5 box with the 2 parts at the end. Is that okay? No point me drawing that out. It's a waste of time. Okay. Now I'm just going to make up the numbers. How many grey boxes do we have? 4, 9, and boxes in total? 6, 11, and 18. All right. Just going to take those numbers with me to the next stage. All right. Cut them and bring them here. Now, once I get this question done, we're gold. We'll have we'll know exactly what we're at. All right. Here again. Actually, I didn't need them in the end. All right. So what's this then? 4, 9, 16. What's the next one going to be? 5x5 and then 6x6. White tiles. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then 11, 18. What's after 18? And 38. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is not a linear sequence. Can anybody tell me why? They're not going up the same amount, are they? What are they going up by? 5, 7, 9, 11. Go again. Now, you know it's not linear. That leaves you 2 choices when it's not linear. It's either exponential or quadratic. How do you tell that this one's quadratic? It goes up and the second difference is constant. This confirms it's quadratic. You get what I'm saying? Now,
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to
now, hi guys. This is gold. This will save you a lot. Now, the formula for Tn of a quadratic equation is an squared plus bn plus c. Everybody cool with that? Now, the deal is the a value in a quadratic is always half the second difference. So what's half the second difference? Huh? A equals 1. So that means the a value is 1. And to be honest, they already gave you it anyway, didn't they? Now, here's the deal. You're going to be given T1. Always use T1 and T2 when you're doing a quadratic. What is T1 and T2 for the total number of parts? T1 is 6 and T2 is 11. Is everybody cool with that? T1 being 6 and T2 being 11. That's for me to do my job. Now, okay guys, ready? If I get through this, we're okay. We can survive not having the last part. Now, here's what you do. To get T1, what do you replace N with? Huh? No, you don't replace N with 6. The answer is 6, and that answer is 11. But what do I put in the brackets? I put in 1 and 2, don't I? Because the first one is T1 and the second one is T2. Alright? So that's 1, 1. That's 2, 2. Now what happens next? T3 would also work, but I don't know why you exactly, yeah. So here's what we're going to do now. That's 1, that's B, that's C, and that's 6. Bring the 1 over the other side, what happens? B plus C equals 5. And that's 4. So what do we have this time? 2B plus C. Bring the 4 over the other side, what happens? Excellent. Now, you solve a simultaneous equation. All you guys know how to do a simultaneous equation, don't you? I'll just give you the answer. B equals 2, C equals 3. Finally, just only take a second. There's your formula. Okay, you're not looking for T443. You're looking for? Okay. Honest B formula? Alright, really quickly. Oh. 4 numbers. You have to make different codes. You have a choice of 4 numbers to go in the first slot, 3 numbers to go in the second slot, 2 numbers for the third slot, 1 number for the last slot. 24 different combinations. Okay? Alright. Alright. Barak ACD. Barak ADC. Barak CAD. Barak CDA. Barak DAC. Barak CA. in the middle. No restrictions. Well, you can do it this way. Four people. Or in the first one, any choice of four people. Any choice of three people. Any choice of two people. Any choice of one. Last one. Gotta write out all 24 and find out where C and D and C are together. I'll just write that while you're listening to this. I'm not listening anymore, Daniel. Just stick with me, Daniel. Wait. Nearly there, lads. What's it? DA is the only one I haven't done. DACB. DABC. Alright, guys. How many of them are D and C sitting together? Keep looking. Where are D and C sitting together? Not there. D and C, anybody? 1, 2. Keep going.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Where else? Where else? Is that it?